HTML tables. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video today. Hope you guys are doing well. In this video, let's learn about the HTML tables. So, introduction to tables. So, tables are grids made up of rows and columns. The intersection of row and column is called as a cell. So, tables can contain text, additional markup, other tables, images, and just about anything else. Tables are block level elements. So basic table tags. The table tag is the outermost tag and marks the table. The deprecated border attribute defines the width of the border surrounding the table. The tr tag appears inside the table tag and marks a table row. The td tag appears inside the tr tag and marks up the table data, which is cell. So td is nothing but the table data and tr is nothing but the table row. So basic table tags example, create a table with a 2 pixel border. So 2 pixel border, in the sense you will get the two borders, which is indicates the inside border and then the outer border. So table border 2 indicates that, and tr indicates the table row. So it's creating a first row. So in the first row we will have the table data, which is column 1, which will be the column 1 table data, and then table data, which is column 2, and will be the second column, and then closing tag for the table row. And next we are creating another row, which is table row, and in that row we are having the two columns, which is data 1 and then data 2, and then we are closing the table row tag, then we are closing the table tag. So this will be the predicted output, which is column 1 column 2 and data 1 data 2, which is in two rows. Next, tables, captions and headers. So the caption element appears as a child of a table and contains the table's title. So the caption appears just below the table itself. So if we use the caption tag and inside if we put any kind of a string, so that string appears just below the table which you have created. So the th element is similar to the tr element but contains the table headers properties. So tables header properties, in the sense you can differentiate the table header tag as well as the table data tag, which makes a table header string to give a bold size, and then you can easily recognize that this is the header of that table. So the header is typically emphasized. So table captions and headers example is this. So you can see that the month and savings has been highlighted, and the caption here is monthly savings, which is just above the table. So the month and savings inside the table is been highlighted because th, which is the table header tag, is being used over there. And then there are 3 rows created, which is January, February, March, and then $100 has been created in the next table, next column. So next is tables grouping. So the t head, t foot, and t body tags are used to group the table parts. So header, footer, body, note that t foot must appear after the t body. So whatever, if we are using t foot tag, it must appear after the t body itself. T foot should contain inside the body and not outside the body. It's used dynamically table scrolling, which most browsers do not yet support. So these are also logical rather than physical elements. So next, the table attributes. The border attribute defines the thickness of the table's border. So value is measured in pixels. So you can give the border width using the border attribute, table's border width. So that will be measured in pixels. The cell padding attribute defines the number of pixels from the cell wall to the cell content. So you can add more space between the borders and the string which you have given inside that particular cell. So the cell spacing is nothing but it's an attribute that defines the number of pixels between cells. So we typically do this with css, but we have not discussed css yet. So column and cell attributes. So align, justify the text within the columns. So we can align it left, right, as well as in center. There's another attribute which is width. So the width of the column can also be set. It can also be set using relative or absolute width. So width can be set up to 25%. So it will take the 25% of the table's width and give it to the particular cell. If the width is 100 pixel, it is nothing but 100 pixels. So V align is nothing but vertical align. So values are top, middle, bottom and baseline supported by tables. So table columns. The column tag appears as a child of the table or column group tag and describes formatting from the entire column. So it's often easier than formatting individual rows or cells. The column group tag is used to apply formatting to several columns. Next, table columns example. So center the data in the first column and right justify the second column. So for this particular query, this will be the particular code to be written. So table border will be set to 1 and then column align will be set center and then column align will be set to right. Next, cell spanning. Some tables have cells that should span multiple rows and columns. So row span attribute is used to create a cell that spans multiple rows, and column span attribute is used to create a cell that spans multiple columns. So if we use row span is equal to 2, so it can take up 2 rows as a single cell, and then if we give a column span is equal to 2, it's going to take the column 2 columns as a single cell. So cell spanning's illustration over here is, so if we can look at the first string, so it's taking the column span up to 3, and here the second is also taking up the column span 3, third is taking 3 and fourth is also taking 3. Next, table formatting and CSS. Everything is a box in the eyes of CSS. So a table is a box, a table row is also a box, a table cell is also a box. A nested table is just another box. So self formatting overrides row formatting overrides table formatting.